This is why the average American is struggling and complaining about wages and the cost of living. Here's the math. There's about 80 million Americans making $50,000 or less. And these are essential jobs that we need to operate this entire country. And they are being underpaid. $50,000 after taxes, 401k, and health insurance is $2,900 a month take-home pay in 2026. Let's say they find an apartment with utilities for $1,500 a month. Let's say that they do a perfect budget of $100 a week for groceries. They don't eat out. They don't do DoorDash. They are perfect when it comes to their food. $400. Let's say they get a used car well below the average for $300 to get them back and forth on their 45-minute commute. Then they have $150 for car insurance, $150 for gas, $150 for cell phone and internet, and $100 for personal care. Leaves them with $150. And they have no student loans and no credit cards. How is somebody in America in 2026 who is financially perfect, zero debt, investing in their 401k, budgeting to the dime, has $150 left over? How do they go on dates? How did they travel? God forbid, what if someone passes away in their family and they have to go travel out of state to the funeral, or a friend is getting married? They would have to put that on a credit card. We have built an economy that if you're perfect, you still have to have a second job in order to make progress. And it's so exhausting to hear people just throw out these things. Would you ever think about cutting your expenses? What are you gonna cut? This person is perfect. The wages have to go up, or we need to cut taxes on the first $100,000 and allow people to keep their money. Our generation got fucked.
6 figures is no longer enough. I don't know how y'all are surviving in the U.S. economy. I don't know how people are making it. For some reason, all of these videos keep popping up on my feed about people losing their jobs and can't sell their house, groceries are too high, they work in 3 jobs and it's still not enough. And it's just like, I don't even search this stuff, but the algorithm must know, like, it's getting hard. It's getting hard for all of us. Even if you make 6 figures, even if you make 100,000, 200,000, like, it's literally not enough, because it seems like everything continues to go up. Everything except our salaries continue to go up. So I just want to know, let's have a conversation in the comment section. Who is doing okay? Who is struggling? Who is at wit's end? Who is like, I'm this close to living out of my car. I'm this close to. And then the thing is, it's a domino effect, because as soon as people get to their wit's end point, to where it's like, I'm willing to do whatever I got to do to survive, to feed my family. And this is why you have the domino effect of all the violence, all the this and that. It's because everything is trickling down. We literally cannot survive. And if you have not invested, if you don't have any savings, if you don't have any assets, if you've been living paycheck to paycheck before all of this, now you're going into debt, or some people can't even borrow money. Like, we are in literal hard times. If you are not in the United States, let me know where you are and how the economy is for you. But we're in bad times. We're in hard times with the United States economy, the job market. I'm so grateful that I have a job, that I make the money that I do, but none of it is guaranteed. None of it's guaranteed. We could wake up tomorrow and be like, all these people getting laid off back to back. I've seen videos. People were like getting laid off for 4 times in 2 years. It's really bad.
Living in America right now feels like a punishment. You wake up already behind, you go to work just to stay broke, and you watch the cost of everything rise while your paycheck doesn't move an inch. Groceries are a luxury. Rent is robbery. Healthcare is a joke. And somehow we're the ones blamed for not budgeting better. People are working 2-3 jobs and still choosing between food or gas. Families are crammed into apartments because buying a house became a fantasy. You can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to rest. You can't afford to exist. But they keep telling us the economy is strong. Strong for who? Because it sure as hell isn't the people doing the work. We're out here treading water while billionaires build rockets, politicians trade stocks, and corporations raise prices just because they can. We were promised opportunity, we got survival. And what makes this worse is watching people blame themselves. Like somehow you failed because you can't afford a 1-bedroom anymore. Like you didn't do enough, when the truth is the math just stopped adding up years ago. They told us to work harder, but never told us they'd change the finish line. This isn't a country full of lazy people. It's a country full of exhausted ones. Simple as that.
I got paid $9.49 and my bills equal $9.74. So I literally work to pay my bills. I never have money for groceries, barely. Sometimes maybe $90 if I'm lucky. I'm gonna have to go to the food pantry again, which is fine. I'm really blessed to have access to that. But I just wish that work meant something. Like, I wish I had enough. Like, I don't even have enough to cover my bills. So now I can only pay half of my power bill. Hopefully they don't want to freaking shut it off on me. Like, people talking about get a different job, it doesn't just work like that. I get 10 hours of sick a month and 10 hours of annual. My daughter has health conditions and I constantly have to be out of work. If I worked any other job, I'd be fired because I would have already taken 7 days off. They fire you if you need more time off because we're economic slaves. We work for this economy, but this economy doesn't work for us. Most of us are old, retired, living off of disability and security, complaining about not having enough. That's the American dream. All of us living off of the government, upset. Yeah, okay. And I don't get assistance because they say I make too much. I definitely made too much this check. I have enough for the groceries and then some, huh? Like, if I could just skip my bills, I'd have enough money to go get my car taken care of. Like, fuck the bills, let me just go freaking get my oil changed, my tires rotated, my brakes done, my alignment fixed, my steering column fixed. Like, that would be great. Especially because my car eats 2 quarts of oil every 500 miles. So I have to constantly put oil in it because I was scanned from my car dealership. I was like, just wanting to get groceries this check.
Hey, look, so I was having a conversation with my maintenance man, right? And we was pretty much talking about, because I asked, I'm like, bro, why is there so many people moving out? And he's like, bro, everybody getting kicked out. I'm like, damn, why? He's like, bro, ain't nobody paying their rent. And it made me think, like, bro, this economy is getting wicked. It's wicked out here. Like, it's spooky. Like, prices is going up. Like, apartments, 1-bedroom apartments, shit, like $1,600-1,700. Especially, like, I'm in a nice area, so, like, apartment, like, $1,600-1,700. I'm like, so it could be tough on people, especially, like, if you working paycheck to paycheck, right, and you got kids and you're not making a decent amount of money, it can be really tough on people. And on top of that, we was talking and he was saying, like, he knew someone that makes 6 figures and he still working paycheck to paycheck. So when he said that, I'm like, hold on now. He making 6 figures and he still working paycheck to paycheck? I'm like, all right, now it's gotta be, like, he gotta be living above his means, because ain't no way you telling me he making 6 figures and he living paycheck to paycheck. But then again, like, you never know someone's situation. But I don't know. It's just crazy that you making 6 figures and you working paycheck to paycheck. Y'all let me know. For real.
How are you guys surviving? How are you paying your bills? How are you feeding your families? I do not genuinely understand how I would say, like, average pay for a lot of people, how you guys are making it in this economy. Because let's be real, the majority of people don't make over $25 an hour. I have no idea, especially people in my area in the Central Valley, how are you guys making it? Like, our PG&E is over $1,000. And this is coming from somebody who is in a pretty good place financially. I'm able to spend and buy things that I want, and I don't have to really budget too much. And if I am blown away and I am just like, oh my gosh, like, I have to spend that on groceries, I have to spend that to keep my lights on, I cannot imagine people that make 25% of what I make. How the hell are you guys doing it? Please let me know. I genuinely am just terrified for people because I don't know how long this is sustainable before our homeless population and just families are on the streets, because there's no way that this is going to be sustainable. And it's not going down, it's going up.
There is nothing else to cut. There's nothing left for me to cut. I have cut so much out of my life just to make it. When I say everything is high, gas prices high, I'm filling up my tank every 3 to 4 business days. 3 to 4 business days. Everything is high. Food high. Light bills high. Gas bill high. Gas prices high. Rent is high. The sky is high. I am tired. I make the most money I've ever made in my life. It may not be much to a lot of people, but to me, it's a lot. I could potentially make up, not to put my financial business out there, potentially take home $2,400, depending on how I work. My thing is, I never see the money. I never see it. Where is it? Where did it go? It disappeared. It's in my account and poof, out. Gone. 2 seconds. Out of there. Gone. Like, just gone. I'm not understanding what is going on with this economy. I don't know what's happening, but I am tired of making the cuts. I bring my own lunch to work. I skip meals. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I promise you.
Why does everything in this country come with a fucking fee? Like, bro, I just went to renew my license this morning. $33. $33 for a piece of plastic that I already had. Just because I turned 30 a couple months ago. Like, damn, I didn't even have $33 to spare, but if I don't pay it, I can't legally drive to even make money. Every time we take one step forward, there's another toll booth waiting. I mean, you can't exist in this country without paying a cover charge. You want to drive? Pay. You want to live somewhere? Pay. You want to stay alive? Pay. And they sound like it's normal. Like, it's just $30, they say. Yeah, 30 here, 60 there, 100 for registration, 1,000 for insurance. And by the time you breathe, you're broke again. It's not even about the money anymore. It's the principle of it. You can work, pay taxes, follow the rules, and still get treated like you owe somebody something. Like, no matter how hard you try, you're always one overdue bill away from losing it. Meanwhile, the people at the top don't even pay for shit. They write the rules, then skip the line, while the rest of us get stuck footing the bill for their lifestyle. We're not living in a system anymore. We're maintaining theirs. But hey, as long as they get their cut, right? Guess that's what freedom costs now.
Well, guys. Here we go.
Boy, here we go.
Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel. Guys, this is the way Americans are feeling today. We are tired of paying for shit.
Language.
Over and over and over. Like this gentleman was saying, they get you coming and going. And all this money that we are paying is to maintain the 1% on the top that they are living really, really good lifestyles thanks to us, the taxpayer.
Really?
So my rent is close to $2,000. Food cost is going up. I just filled up my gas tank. It was like $48. My car payment's close to $500. My insurance is between 1 and 2. My light bill's about 2 something. My internet's 100 and something. My phone bill's about close to 100. But yet, $45,000 is too much for a single person in income. Are you kidding me? Like, at this point, I just want to live in my car for like 6 months and save money.
Is anybody else struggling? Like, damn, Craig, it's not that I ain't got no money. It's not that I ain't got no money. Everything's so fucking expensive. Like we have to pay to live. Not even our water's free. Unless you want to drink sink water. Ain't nobody telling if that shit's clean. It's not clean. It's not purified.
Anyone else feeling more depressed than normal lately? I'm just curious. Like, just this, like, looming depression. And it's not like boohoo, lock yourself in a dark room depression, but you can feel something's off. My take is this. I just filled up my gas tank, and for $30, I got a day's worth of gas in my truck, essentially. And I'm realizing more and more of how fucked our economy is. I went through this last recession deal that we did in the early 2000s, and it fucking sucks. And this is all the signs of what it was. I mean, how many people out there right now have no credit card debt because you don't need to live on your credit cards? I make more money today than I did 5 years ago, by far. Yet I am tremendously broker than I was 5 years ago. If I would have made this money 5 years ago, holy shit, like life would be amazing. But it's like it's not enough. And now all of a sudden you kind of like feel like a failure, and you start to get in your head of like, why am I constantly stressed? I mean, are you driving around with your check, your fuel light on, or are you giving up your health insurance because you're trying to cut corners somewhere just to get some more money and cash flow somewhere? I don't know, man. I will say this. I think it's going to get a lot worse, way worse than this before it ever gets better. I think you're going to see a lot of people struggle with addiction. I think you're going to see a lot of people struggle with mental health. Like, it's going to get fucking crazy. Kind of like it did back then. And I don't mean to be like some like sound the alarms or whatever bullshit, but I'm just like, I'm watching more and more people just using credit cards on shit and just not having money all of a sudden. And never slowed down the spending. And now all of a sudden, it's like we didn't even slow down the spending, and you're just broke. I don't know. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that this is just a little phase. I guess we'll find out. I just want to let you know, if you're struggling right now, you ain't alone.
We were sold a lie. We were told that if we go to college, we get a better education, and we just work really hard, we could have the American dream. That's just not the case anymore. That's not the case anymore. I did that. I got a better education. I got a job that's supposed to be good. I worked hard. And honestly, I'm making the most money I've ever made in my life. And I'm probably the brokest I've ever been. Inflation is out of control. Inflation is the problem. Our wages are not keeping up with the cost of living. Gas is $5 a gallon. Rent is astronomical. Forget buying a fucking house. It's not possible. Groceries, take out a loan. Take out a fucking loan if you want to buy groceries on a monthly basis. And I have a child, so I have to buy groceries on almost a weekly basis, if not, maybe every 2 weeks. It's just bullshit. We can't keep doing things the way that our parents, our grandparents did things. We have to change something. Something has to change.
I'm so sorry. I'm here with a bit of bad news. I just went to the grocery store to get dinner. One dinner for tonight. One dinner. One. It was $114 for one dinner. $114.30 for a dinner. What the actual fuck is going on? Why is it $114 for one dinner? Granted, I had to get all the things for the dinner, right? We're having fajitas. Regardless, $114 for one fucking dinner? What have y'all done? I thought y'all hired that man to run a country that was gonna change shit. Newsflash. Shit's worse. Fucking stupid. Anyways. At least my hat's cute. $114 for a dinner. I hate it. I hate it.
Guys, let me ask you this question. How you guys are surviving? How?
That's a great question, and one I don't know.
Because, like I said before, because today pretty much is normal for anybody to have 2, 3, 4 jobs, and it's not enough. And they tell you need to cut your expenses. What else we are going to cut? What else? Eating? We need to eat. We need to drink water, and even water is not free. You need to pay for the water. So the cost of living in the United States is ridiculous. I really don't know what else are we going to do. If anybody have any suggestion, please let me know in the comments below. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please support my channel by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Thank you once again, and see you guys on the next video.